What's up, Erica?
Hey, Mike.
Episode 45 of the Get the Goods podcast. We are back. Can we get a clap?
We're back.
There it is. We live. We rolling.
All right. Let's get it.
You want to take lead? I need support today.
For sure. I'm
Okay.
really we're doing this a little different because we're going to interview each other as we wrap up Scorpio season. And
The Scorpio season wrap up. When does it actually end?
I think November 22nd or 23rd.
Okay,
depending
so
on who
we
you talk to.
still, in fashion right
next
now.
year. I mean, next week. So we're celebrating our birthday still. I am, at least. And so as a part of that birthday celebration, I wanted to be in conversation with you about, who you be. Who are you? Who are your people? What are you longing for? What are your hopes and your dreams? Who are you becoming?
Okay.
Who have you been? So we getting into it today.
Okay, come on.
And I don't. Do you want me to start or you want to start? We can go.
Yeah, I'm
back and
interviewing
forth.
you too, and I have some very interesting questions, different questions.
Yeah.
Largely different questions.
I know, because we're very different. You're an October Scorpio. I'm a November Scorpio.
I don't think it has anything to do with
is,
that,
yeah.
but I do think
Maybe.
that it will make a nice compare and contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably because I'm November 3rd and you're before Halloween.
Okay, go ahead. You can start first.
Oh, I start off light because I get deep really quick.
Oh, okay. Mine aren't in any particular order,
Okay.
so go ahead.
What's your favorite meal?
Favorite meal? So compelling for the listeners. I think...
I love talking about food.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like...
Make it interesting.
You know what I'm liking right now? Right now I've been liking balanced meals. I've been on like salmon, rice, vegetables. Like super, I know. It
That's
sounds
not
crazy.
interesting.
I've been enjoying it though. Like it's been like, it make you feel like your mama made you dinner. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I feel like I did right by my dinner.
Right.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel
But on just
balanced.
some like fun, let me see. We in Nashville. I've been the SS Guy fried chicken.
Of course. I
It's-
love watching people eat it.
It's out of control.
Is
It's
it
out of
good?
control.
Do you use hot sauce or any sauce with it?
It come with a sauce. It come with a little concoction of
Oh.
like sauces and spices and stuff. It's A1.
My
Highly
goodness.
recommend.
Okay. I like it.
What's yours?
This is a funny story, but the week of Halloween, because it was your birthday, and you were like, "Hey, I'm eating whatever I want this week." That same week, I had 5 different types of pizza because I also joined in on that.
Okay.
I love pizza.
Uh-huh.
I really do like pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things is pizza.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
What about dessert?
Ooh, I love cheesecake. Really cheesecake.
You know what I ran back this past weekend?
What?
Apple pie and ice cream.
Oh, that's so good.
Classic.
That is good.
Yeah.
That really will do it for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll start off. Second one. What's your favorite album?
Oh no. I hate when people try to make it be like, oh, it's the hardest question in the world, but it actually is.
Is it? Because mine is the Preacher's Wife soundtrack.
That's a choice.
Yeah.
Um,
Why you say that? It's really phenomenal singing. It's R&B, it's love songs, and it's gospel.
I would say my favorite album of the past year,
Okay, yeah.
Leon Thomas Mutt. All
Oh,
day.
okay. No,
All
that's
day.
so good.
I feel like he's about to sweep at the awards.
Yeah.
And then he just dropped a new EP that's insane.
Yeah.
Like,
it's good?
So good.
Okay. I gotta
It's
listen to it.
scary how good this man is.
Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness. Okay, I'm going to add that to my listening
Yeah, and there's
list.
somebody that's not like a super R&B head, like for Leon
Yeah.
Thomas to be my top pick, like I think he truly made a classic album.
Why are you not an R&B head?
I feel like the subject matter is repetitive. You know
What
I'm
is
saying?
repetitive? Love?
Yeah. It's either I love her and she with me, I love her and she ain't with me. That's pretty much the crux of most of the R&B songs. Or, nowadays we got, City Boy R&B, which is like
Still,
Yeah.
I'm mad because
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
not with me.
or yeah, which is like, I'm wilding because I actually have some misplaced emotions. But
Oh, man. I love R&B because I love love, and I just love hearing people talk about it differently. But I'm going to think
you're
about
getting
it.
old. I feel like in other genres, people have more things to talk about.
That's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like other genres, like what?
Hip hop and folk music and blues music. It's like people are actually talking about things that's happening in the world. You know,
What would you recommend for somebody who's like been R&B, hip hop, not a lot of hip hop? You know my hip hop story. So what would you recommend if somebody wants to get started in the get more
and you love, I would listen to Finding Forever by Common. That'd be a
we
good
talked
album.
about Common. Okay.
Yeah.
I will try that.
Start with Finding Forever.
All right.
Yeah. And then ease your way into
Pusha T.
Sure, yeah. I know you want to be a Pusha T fan
I really
so
do.
bad.
But I don't have the attention span.
Yeah.
I do like Crit though.
You might like Laura Willing by the Clips though.
Okay.
That might be
I'll get into that.
it's gonna challenge you though.
It will to
Yeah.
listen.
It might challenge you. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. All right, I'll try.
Okay.
Okay. Questions for me.
Yeah.
2. You get 2.
Oh, okay, we're going 2 at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. What's one thing you caught yourself doing that you swore you would never do? Like something like something your parents used to do or something. It's like I when I get older, I will not be like that. What's something that you've caught yourself doing that it's like, oh.
I don't really have that. Like I just when I just like I'm living the life of like this is what I wanted when I was 13 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I never thought, oh my God, I'm never gonna work so much. Like that was never a thought. And
What about like more personality mannerisms?
I don't know. Like I never looked and was like, oh gosh, I'm never gonna do that. Like and did it. Like I never wanted to be at a church that was really conservative and I'm homophobic and sexist. I don't do that. I don't go to those churches. Like,
Those are I feel like those are large values. So like, okay, there's one thing
Yeah.
that I don't think I do, and hopefully I don't. But there's this one thing that my mom does, and my mom listens to the podcast. I love you dearly.
Shout out to you.
I just found out she listens to the podcast because she told me. Big surprise. But one thing that she does is when she listens to people, she mouths at them what they're saying. So while you're talking, she's mouthing your lyrics back to you. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that because that is so distracting when you're talking to somebody.
Okay.
So like something like that is what I would say.
I don't know. Like I probably have quite a few of my parents' like mannerisms, and I just think it's funny. Like I'm a
Okay, you
quirky
didn't avoid
person.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't avoid it.
I'll accept it.
Yeah.
All right. What's the cheapest thing that you still refuse to pay for out of principle?
The cheapest thing.
Like, or a cheap thing that you're like, I'm not paying for that. Just not because I can't afford it, but because off sheer principle, I'm not paying.
Oh, this is kind of gonna sound wild, but pest control. I can just buy the bug stuff myself.
That's real.
I'm not doing that.
I don't trust them too.
I don't either,
how do I know
right?
you're not spraying water
It
around
don't even
my
make
house?
sense. It's like, well, you will see more bugs because the bugs are coming out. I'm like, no, I'll just do it myself.
I honestly think that this is my conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I think pest control is just a way for the FBI to come in your house and tap your house.
No, that
because
might be
I
it.
don't.
Why they
think-
always at me?
And how come when you get pest control, you get more bugs than
Yeah.
before they was there?
Right.
So I should have just never called you in the
No,
first place.
yeah, I don't pay for pest control.
And I also don't have pests.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. And I have the bug spray that you can get from Home Depot. And
There
I
it
think it's the
is.
same thing. But
Yeah.
probably a scientist could probably look and say it's the same. Whatever. And I don't want to kill all my
I
plants.
feel like they be spraying water, bro, because it don't be having no smell to it. It just be
it
like,
kind of does have a smell.
oh, well, maybe I was just getting scammed.
Oh, you might have been getting scammed. You might have been getting scammed. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I'm like, I will not pay for that.
That's real.
Yeah, no. Okay, you ready for yours?
Yeah, come on with it.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, so you're arts and culture director, which is like a different title, right? So I'm curious if you can tell us like what is your job actually?
Okay. Let me see if I can condense this down into like a succinct idea. My job is to be attentive and aware to what the community we serve is paying attention to, and how it applies to our work, and find interesting ways to bridge those connections so that we can draw more people into this work. So it's largely about it's like reading the room on a macro level. Like if I say a wide range of like what it looks like, but to be more micro, it's like it's communications. It's the cultural integrations that happen at events. It's also using culture as a tenet of strategy to say, oh, okay, we can communicate our values and build trust with a group of people by using the arts to show them what it is that we stand for and what we represent, which has actually been a really great tool in being able to, you know, one of the greatest honors I feel like you can have in community is for somebody to trust you with their kids. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to trust you with their children, it's like, you know, that's a sign of deep trust.
Yeah.
And on some levels, respect and belief. So I think the arts is a good channel to communicate that to people, whether that be on a podcast, whether that be on, you know, an art integration at an event, whether that be at collaborative events that we do where we get to speak about the work, whatever it may be. My job is to make sure that those things are happening and make sure that the proper things are being communicated to people in that process.
Ooh, okay, yeah. And you make it look really, really good. Like, the culture
make
piece
it fly.
is such a...
We got to make it fly.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. Like, I remember when I was in the YPD, the 5th District, which is, like, California and, like, some states over there, like, they used to always have the best, like, swag, the best outfits. And I was like, ooh, we need that. And I'm, like, looking, and you, like, did it. And it's, like, so I love that. Like, the hoodie you have on now is such a conversation starter. Like, one of the students was like, oh, whenever I walk in class, they call me the Freedom Rider now because they saw you. Like, and it conveys a message too. Yeah, it invites conversation, and you get to talk to people about who are the Freedom Riders and like the people from Nashville. And so just like you are a conversation starter, you bring people and invite people to join the work and like show interest, and you pique curiosity, and like we're able to build on that. And so shout out to you for that.
Thank you.
I have one more. I have two. Remember?
Okay.
I got another one.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, I mean, you, of course, and I kind of want you to build on the last question and connect it, but of course, you're also a hip hop artist.
Right.
So I want to learn more about what that means for you. And then at the second question to build onto that is like,
this is 3.
No, okay. What made you say yes to the SMC? To be like, hey, I'm a spend time like 50-hour, 60-hour weeks throwing down in this way.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know the first question.
Well, the first question is like, and how is that connected to your work as a hip hop artist?
Okay, got you. So what brought me here in the first place is, you know, rage and grief and anger and frustration. You know what I'm saying? That's what brought me to community organizing as a whole. Is, you know, I didn't know what to do with those feelings. I felt like there was nothing that could be done. You know, I felt like everything was hopeless. It's all wrecked. There's no amount of money I can make. There's nothing I can do. And then when I discovered community organizing, particularly locally in Nashville, it gave me language and like the science of how to solve these problems. So before, I kind of saw it all as like protest and resistance and you know, whatever, but it was like hyper individualistic, and I guess inherently I just feel like this is not going to work. So once I learned more about community organizing, I was like, this will actually work. So that gave me somewhere to put all of those feelings and not crash out. And then the work and the relationships that I've generated being a hip hop artist has informed the way in which I added value to this space. So before there was a SMC, before there was any of these structures, I was just like, I feel like we're building a movement. I feel like a movement is happening, and in Nashville we need to like, I want to be a part of like further developing that. That was it. I was like, I just want to bring the skills that I have to the table, because that's what I have to offer. So I just knew that there were things that weren't happening that if I was around would be happening. Right. So I was like, let me just bring all of that with me, whether that be relationships with different artists, videographers, photographers, you know, producers, graphic designers, like all of these things. Like the SMC logo was really not this one. This was made by one of our students, but the original SMC logo was in collaboration with a streetwear designer that I knew. Shout out to Cal and the Outer Circle, who sat down with us and helped us like design the SMC.
I forgot about that. It was.
Yeah. So like a lot of like the relationships and the work that I had done as an artist kind of has then been in service to the org, because I brought all of those things with me. And I think that's like what I want to encourage other people to do wherever they are and in the space is like, yo, you've been alive for however many years you've been alive. And in that time, you have cultivated relationships. You've cultivated skills and experiences that can contribute to this work. And I think if folks just kind of look at like, oh, what can I bring to this?
Yeah.
Then they'll realize how much they actually have to bring to it. Because a lot of times people think they have to become something different.
Yeah.
And I want to be a good example for like, no, you exactly who you are is cool, and you can use it this way.
Yeah. Man, ooh, thank you for saying that. Yeah, I definitely feel that, and I see all the ways that you use and just invite your network to be a part of this work, and like we see it woven into like our merch, into like our videos, our pictures, like our logo. Yeah,
for sure. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go into a more serious question. Let's say, this one comes from Instagram. So I posted you on my Instagram to see what people want to ask. So here's a question. Besides the SMC, is there a dream that Erica wants to make happen or a huge goal that she wants to accomplish?
Ooh, okay, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I think that when I was growing up, I wanted to either be like a psychologist, a lawyer, or a preacher. So, because I just wanted to like help people. I always wanted to help people. I always wanted to think about changing the world. And so one of my dreams, like when it's like, if law school doesn't work out, I'm gonna go to theology school. Because I've always been interested in like how people think about God, how people like conceptualize God, how people articulate or see themselves in the world, and how they see themselves with other people, and to like the land, and to like source and outside of them. So like I would study that, and I would just go and be at different like places of like spiritual practices, just like all the things, not just like Christianity.
What spiritual practices like did you explore?
I did, like when I was in undergrad, I took some I like concentrated in philosophy, so I was like able to take like a Hinduism class, and I was just like, oh my God, this is beautiful. It's like Hinduism, and then I think the teaching and writings of Shug Avery via The Color Purple, that some would also call like a Bible in some ways. And I would like just study love and God, and I would just across the world be in conversation and like get all the tattoos that say like, what does love mean and what does God mean to people? So I'll do that.
When you were exploring those, the spiritual world, did any of that come in conflict with your Christian background? Did you ever feel like, ooh, I'm not doing right by God, or I'm sinning by...
Did I feel like that?
Yeah.
No, I never felt like that.
Oh,
I know
okay.
some people feel like that, but I never felt like how folks... Oh, also, some Buddhism too. Like,
okay.
Homies was like, hey, let's be in that. So like, yeah, I'm like, I never felt like it was in conflict. I know my source. If folks like ask me like what my practice is, I say I practice my grandmother's religion. Like that is the practice, and I say it as a practice.
What do you mean by that? What does
like
that mean?
My grandmother, grew up going to like my grandparents, my family, black church. Like that is a practice. And I want to like get good at practicing love, and like the first, I think, second commandment. It's like love God, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Like that is my religion. If it's anything, it has to be love. And like Howard Thurman would say that, and did say actually that like if God is anything, God is love. Because he names it that he says that love will make you do things that you otherwise would not do. So if God is anything, God is love. And then June Jordan goes on to say that like love is like life force. And so that is my commitment and my practice.
And that's great. I would like to redirect this back to the original question.
I feel like I answered the question.
The question was, is there a goal outside of the SMC, the big goal that you would like to accomplish in life?
When I told you I want to study love and God, but I want, and that I'm a connected, you're going to see the connection.
Okay.
Because I think also being a good student.
I'll explain why I'm confused.
No, I know.
Because it sounded like you said that's what you did already.
No,
so I think this is asking something you haven't done.
I want to do more of that. And I want to practice it. So a part of practicing it is I want to be not just in the state of love, which I am constantly trying to be in, but like be in the practice of love with like family.
Your mic is falling. You see the little knob right there. Just raise it up and then twist that knob. Just tighten.
It's not falling. I just keep moving it.
Okay. I
But
thought I
maybe
was
it
seeing
is.
it drop.
I don't know. Maybe you are. You seeing me? Okay, yeah. I want to be in the practice of love with family, friends, a partner.
Okay.
Maybe
I'm hearing a partner.
see about being what is it, Kate? Producing more people.
You want to have children. That's a big goal you want to accomplish in your
Is
life?
it a big goal? No, it's something I'm open to doing.
So you're still not answering the question. Is what you're telling me. Okay, we'll move forward.
Okay,
I understand that we're
I
being.
told you my goals.
I
These
understand we're
are
being
good goals.
politicians. Okay, we'll
We're not.
switch gears. What wakes you up at 4:00 in the morning?
I'm gonna tell you what wakes me up at 4:00 in the morning. The spirit of God. No, I'm joking. This is actually what wakes me up at 4:00 in the morning. If I don't work out and I eat sweets, I wake up at 4:00 in the morning.
That's real.
That's the only time I wake up at 4:00 in the morning.
really.
But other than that, I sleep through the night, or I take like NyQuil or Benadryl because I'm sick. That wakes me up at 4:00 in the morning because it's not really good for good sleep. To be honest with you, I don't sleep through the night, but that's what wakes me up at 4:00 in the morning. But to get myself back to sleep, I do pray. I'll go to sleep and I'll be like praying. But yeah, what wakes you up at 4:00 in the morning?
Sometimes dreams. Sometimes I have like a dream that actually is not literally connected to the reason I'm actually waking up, but it'll remind me of something and wake me up out of my sleep. Like,
oh no.
I may have a dream about, I don't know, performing somewhere. And then I'll wake up and be like, oh, I didn't finish that song.
Oh.
How am I going to go perform in Brazil if I don't,
If
if I don't finish the song?
song.
Like, so I'll wake up from stuff like that. Like it'll just.
Do you
I'll
wake
jump
up like
out of
this, or do you wake up like?
I don't know. I wake up in a frenzy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm jumping up like Dracula. Like,
Yeah.
I'm straight up out the casket.
That's
like,
wild.
Yeah.
No, I just wake up like, hey, I am curious about this, about dreams. So when I dream, when I'm in a dream, I usually know I'm in a dream. Like I'll be like, okay, this is a dream.
Like
Wake up.
Inception.
Yeah. Do you have that?
No.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I'm just wondering. I was curious. I'll be like, this is a dream, girl. Wake up.
Okay, that's cool.
Am I dreaming now?
See,
I'm
how
not.
would you know?
I know.
Okay, I'm
Well,
gonna
maybe,
ask a third question that's
Okay.
in alignment. If you were in a movie Inception and you had to choose a totem that you had to use, you know the movie Inception?
Yeah.
you
Which
have
is
to
really
choose-
hard to follow. I'll be honest with you.
But you remember the concept of
Yeah,
the totem, like
yeah.
the piece that lets you know whether you're
Yeah.
dreaming or awake?
Yeah.
What would your totem be?
Ooh. What would it be? Probably could it be a ring?
It could be.
Yeah.
What about the ring? What would you do? Like, how would it?
I'll like drop it in and see how it lands.
All right, that's one answer.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what mine would probably be?
Wait.
Pork. I would eat pork. And if I don't get sick, I know I'm dreaming.
Oh, it's something to help you know you're dreaming.
Yeah, like you have to know, like, if this doesn't happen, then
Okay,
that's how
let
I
me
know it's
think
not
about
the
it
real
then.
world.
Hold on.
Because I stay away from the swine, my
You
brother.
do. You don't do pigs.
I don't eat pigs. I ain't been eating pigs since I was in high school.
I
Shout out to
know.
Lupe
You've been
Fiasco.
on. You've been on.
Praise be to Allah.
All praises. Every praise. Every praise is to our God. Sing hallelujah. What would be mine? I don't know. Would it be like...
Maybe like a Diet Coke, and if it's not finished, then you know.
That's why I'm trying to figure out, like, what is a thing? What makes me not feel good? Ooh, I'll eat fish.
If you don't get sick.
Then it's like,
There it
If
is.
I'm not
There
like
it
having an
is.
allergic reaction, it's like, oh, I'm dreaming.
But the issue with that is, if you're not dreaming and you eat fish,
I take Benadryl.
now you're in big trouble.
Am I? I just take a few Benadryl.
I'm in big trouble if I eat pork
yeah,
and I'm
you
not
are.
dreaming.
Yeah,
It's
you
bad
are.
news.
Ooh, my
It's bad
goodness.
news. All right, your turn.
Oh, thank you for listening to your body.
Okay, I see. All right. All right, heard.
How have you grown or changed because of your work in movement? And then also, like, how is this different from music?
Okay, these are two very different questions. So
In my mind, they were connected, but no, this
I
is.
can try to connect them.
Can I
but-
say the thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so part of it is like, I feel like how it would change is in practicing law, and growing and just practicing law is different than how it would just change in just in movement in this work. Like, because the work is different, how I'm changing and transforming is different.
I think how I'm changing is different, but
Yeah.
that wasn't your question.
Well, that's I meant to ask that question.
Okay, so that's the question?
That's the question.
Okay, how is movement work different than music, and how do they both make you grow and change?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure. We'll answer that
Let's
question.
do it.
I think movement requires you to sacrifice more. I think you have to give of yourself in a particular way. That's it's to the collective benefit and not necessarily to the immediate personal benefit. You know, it's like to the long-term collective benefit and not to the present-day personal benefit. Where a lot of music is about, like, it needs to be present-day personal benefit in order for you to go to the next thing. At least that has been the traditional model that serves the music industry. Yeah, which I'm not very interested in participating in, but you know, it is what it is. That's what we got right now. But the other thing about movement that makes me grow is that I feel like in movement there's more. I feel like it's more like being back in school to some degree, but in a good way, where it's like I am doing a lot of like active learning. Like you're reading, you're studying, you're exposing your mind to different things that you may not be privy to. Whereas in music, it's like you can get really dumb. Like, I feel like as an artist, like if you're an artist and you just doing your art, like you could become a really, really dumb person. Like, I feel like you can really like fall into that trap of like, yo, I'm just making stuff that sounds good. And there's no like backing. There's nothing holding it up. There's nothing more that you knew last year to this year besides like a new beat software, or I know how to like pitch my 808s differently, or like, you know, stuff like that. That's like, it's learning, but it's like, that's not going to help you in a conversation, or like in your understanding of the world, how to EQ your drums. Like that doesn't actually contribute very much to me. It contributes in the music space, right? But exclusively. I feel like movement work contributes in like every facet of life. Like I can take what I learned from movement work into the studio. I can't really take, you know, a lot of that into a organizing space. We can take it into the strategy. We can take it into the content. We can take it into those places, but not into a community dinner. You know what I mean? Like I can't be in there.
The collaboration though that y'all do.
That part,
in the writing.
Debatable.
It depends on
Like I think you learn skills, but it's not like I'm coming with like, I don't know. It's just like, I remember, and I say this because there was a period in my life where I was like, man, I feel dumb. Like, I feel like I'm getting dumber by the day. Like, I really feel like that. And I'm doing music all the time. Yeah. But it's like in school, this is probably like, I don't know, 2018, 2019, something like that, where it was like, I'm not really learning nothing new here. Yeah. I'm learning new things to do with my music, but I'm not actually learning anything. And I feel like when you're in school, it's like you're learning stuff that you never even heard of before. Yeah. And it's just like being presented to you. In music, it's like you're learning things to serve a particular goal that you're about to achieve. So it's very narrow. Right. I think, you know, organizing and movement work, it's much wider to like the human experience.
So like, what have you, I'm curious, and I say this because I feel like I've seen you transform in some ways. So I'm curious, in what ways do you see yourself having been transformed since like in you know, in service of the work?
Wow. The most apparent one I would say is my understanding of why things are, like my understanding of capitalism, my understanding of democracy, my understanding of governance, like my understanding of what those things are, and how you can shift and move them towards like a particular goal, or how you can operate inside of them in order to try to create something new. But you can't really do that without the awareness of what you exist in. So I feel like that's one big thing, because it changes really everything about the way you conceptualize everything you do. Yeah. And then I think my vocabulary has been expanded largely, where it's like I had feelings that I didn't know how to express because I didn't have the words for them. Now I got a lot more words to like name exactly what it is I'm feeling and experiencing. And it's like, I'm not just stressed. It's like, oh, no. I'm experiencing dissonance between the world I'm trying to build and the world that I live in. Like, it's like, it's just more, it's sharper. So yeah, I think having a vocabulary to express how I feel has been a big one. And then I think I'm more compassionate.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I'm more compassionate now than when I was. Cause I was
Yeah, you know where I was coming.
Look, I'm shoot from the hip. I don't care who feelings
Yeah.
hurt. Like, but also because that some of that was strategic on my part because I felt like the space was missing it. And I feel like without that, we not actually gonna make a real connection. We not gonna actually like force our relationships to grow and develop if everybody's just being so nice and kind and cute with our words and politically correct about everything. I'm like, no, I'm gonna come in here and loudly say the wrong thing, but that's how I feel. Maybe this wrong, but this seemed weird to me. Sometimes you gotta put it on the table so we can actually unbox like what's deeper inside of it. Yeah.
I was gonna say that, but I think the other thing that I've seen is I've seen your leadership grow. You're already, you got the gift of leadership, but I've seen that grow, and a part of that has been like your compassion, your ability at least to like convey your compassion, your ability to like convey grace, and I think that like you are a person who like when you commit to a thing, you do it, like. Which sometimes I'd be like, no, I don't want to do this no more. And you're like, no, you're going to do it.
You're going to do it.
But I think a part of it, and I don't know if this is just through movement, I feel like through like my relationship with you, like seeing how like I've grown, how we like been a part of like, it's like all that you touch, you change, all that you change changes you, Xavier Butler. And I'm like, oh, I feel like I've been changed for good because of my relationship with you. And because of the work we do in movement. Yeah. But it's like, even just like how we engage in like conflict, how it's like we will disagree on a thing and we will like be like, all right, how do we get in alignment? How do we like, I don't know if argue is the right word, but how do we like
talk about
wrestle with it? But I think that takes a certain amount of like grace and compassion to be like, I actually see where you're coming from. I hear you. And this is why you're wrong. Like, I think you're really, really good at that. But before, without the tools that you have, it would be like, I can't hear you because you're just saying, I don't hear you because you're not seeing where I'm at, what I'm actually holding. Yeah.
And I think it takes tenure too. Like, I think you gotta have relationships with people to be able to like. Our ability to struggle with each other will be as strong as our relationships. Like, it's not a.
That's good. Yeah.
It's not a thing that you can just
jump in.
Yeah. It's like, nah. People got real feelings and real beliefs and real triggers. Like, you gotta know how to be with people
and just being able to like, just pull through that to be like, actually, what's here? And I see that you're triggered. That does not mean that you're right. Like, you're really good at that.
Because that was also, I feel like coming into the space, that was one of my biggest beasts. What I was saying, I was like, this seems like a bunch of people with hurt feelings, and whoever feelings is hurt the most thinks they the rightest. And you're wrong.
Yeah,
and I'm
like that doesn't always make you right.
The identity politics, I hear it. All of those things sometimes can become a murky mess where it's like, because I experienced the world this way, my position is more correct on what we need to do. And it's like, actually, that tactic does not work. Yeah. And it's not a personal thing.
Yeah.
But you got to be in a relationship with people, and people got to trust your heart too.
That's real too.
Because it's like, it's one thing to say that and you really ain't got the person's best interest in mind. It's another thing they know, okay, I know he's not saying this, to be mean. And he's saying this because he really believes that there's a better way we can approach a thing.
And I'll say, just even being able to be like, but on the side of where like, you might have to be like, we need to be accountable, or I want to like pull through this stuff, but also just being like supportive. Like I've seen like, you might have already been a supportive person, but I just think being supportive, being like, I identify that you have this thing that you need, and that our rooms or our space need, and I'm gonna like offer that support. Like, you're a person who fills in the gap. Like, you'll be like, I've identified this, I will do it.
But I feel like that's culture. Like, I feel like sometimes there's things.
Everybody ain't got that, but go ahead.
I think that's what I take from being an artist, though, because it's like you read crowds for like a living.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? It's like
so that's the connection I was looking for.
Yeah, that's the connection. So like when you're on stage, and I may have said this up here before, but like when you're on stage, like your lyrics and stuff, it's already memorized. Like I know what's going to happen in the show. Yeah. My job as a performer is to win this crowd over to my side, to where, especially with like you're touring and you're opening for another act, which is I've done a lot. I'll get it. Let's make it more material. When I was opening up for Waka Flocka Flame all
That's
over
good.
the country,
Waka Flocka,
and not making Waka Flocka Flame type of music,
right?
I was like, how after that first night, and you gotta be on that stage, and these people want to hear No Hands, and you
no
gotta get
hands.
up, you gotta get
you
up
were coming
there
before no
and
hands.
you gotta do. I believe in black politics, brother. You gotta get up there and do that. That's gonna be a long night for you.
Yeah,
like you're gonna have a hard time when It's a Party is in the back of people's mind.
No,
like I'm waiting for It's a Party to
yes.
come on, and you up here rapping at me. Get off the stage.
For real.
So I was like, oh, my music is limited. I'm not actually able to have. I thought I was able to go. I was so cocky. I'm like, I go anywhere in the world and rap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win the room.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize I was only rapping in front of certain types of crowds.
My goodness, yeah.
So in going in front of different crowds, I'm like, oh, my music is too slow. Okay, we need to make music with, more variations in tempos. We need to, the way I perform a certain song, here is not the same way you perform it there. Like the same song can be played different ways.
Yeah.
And I think that's the job of like an artist, particularly a performing artist, that I think translates into the movement work.
Right.
Because we can do running a certain type of agenda one way that works in.
That's good. Yeah.
For young people ages 14 to 25 in metropolitan Nashville, but it may not work for adults ages 45 to 78 in rural Tennessee.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? And we can still find a way to communicate that same knowledge to land those same key points, but the way you do it is going to be vastly different. And being able to know what those differences are and being bold enough to try different things where it's like, okay, well, let's move this here, let's move that there, see if that works. No? Okay, cool. They booed us. All right, bet. We're going to get back on stage the next night.
We're going to try it again.
Move it around again.
Yeah.
Did we get booed? No. Did they clap? No. All right, let's keep going that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that thing of like the science of it, that I have a hypothesis. And I'm going to test it.
Right.
And that continually testing it. Yeah, I think that's probably the bridge.
I like that. Yeah, that is a really helpful bridge. Yeah. Thank you for saying that.
Is it my turn?
I think it is.
Okay. Let's get into some news. This is how we're going to do the news segment of the podcast.
Oh, my goodness.
What lessons should we learn from Zohran Mamdani's campaign?
Ooh. These are actually, have some good ideas.
Okay, hold on. Let me ground it. So for those who don't know, Zohran Mamdani was just elected mayor of New York. I don't think he hadn't been elected yet the last episode. But it was looking like he was going to win, and he did win, and he ran as a Democratic Socialist, particularly advocating for free universal child care, fast and free buses, and an affordable New York City. So he just won, despite the Democratic Party not embracing him, despite people saying,
billionaires trying to make sure he didn't win.
Billionaires spending millions and millions of dollars to try to block him, despite the current presidential administration trying to back Cuomo to win. So he won against all those odds. So now with that framing, what can we learn from his campaign?
Ooh, okay. I think that young people got something to say. I know I still think like 30s is like kind of young. It's not that old.
Oh, for sure. He's 34, I think.
Yeah, it's like have something to say. I think we should be trusting more of their leadership or our leadership because we're not that old.
Right.
I think a good social media game, like getting people energized, is really, really important. The social media game, what I saw was really, really good. Like it was just always everywhere, always something, always in conversation. So I feel like that was really huge. I'm still thinking about like how do we. And we started the Black National Assembly because we wanted to engage Black people around radical ideas, like what we would say radical and like getting to the root of the problem. Like those, like universal healthcare, housing, like social housing, what is that, like childcare, public safety, community-based safety solutions, right?
Which at the time, public safety was
just defined as like
was used one way and now it's used another way.
Right. So like even those things, and so I think that one of the lessons that I think we're learning from there, and we learned in 2020 is just like we actually, we have to keep really targeting Black people, Black working class people. Like we have to organize, we have to build relationships, we have to be in consistent conversations. And so I think that's a lesson, and I just think the lesson of like young people, like, which we already know that, but like young people, they know how to go after something. And so just like trusting that leadership and honoring that, and being in community and building with folks is always like really exciting and beautiful. And like look good while doing it. Like be fly. Please. Be cute. Come on. We can be cute. We can be cute, y'all.
Yeah. I don't know what leaders didn't have like
good ones like that.
a strong visual
Yeah,
presence. Like,
we got to.
Yeah, and it doesn't need to follow traditional standards
No.
or any of that. But it's like, yeah, we gotta own it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, we gotta own it.
Yeah. Did you have any lessons?
I have so many lessons.
Okay, bet. Let's hear it.
I think there's a huge lesson in simplicity, right? When it comes to communicating to a mass group of people, it's like, let's make the demand very clear.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see protests all the time, and the name of the protest is push more than the goal of the protest.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there needs to not be a discrepancy there.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be very, very clear about what this protest is about. And ideally, like, I think the No Kings protest helps make that a little bit clear, because it's like, oh, no kings. Okay, cool. I kind of have a general idea, but on a concrete level, I'm sure a lot of people will be very hard pressed to get the concrete goals of what those protests are if you are not engaged in this work, or like, you know, you're an everyday person. So I think a big thing about Zohran's campaign was that he perpetually put the things that he was running on in front of people's faces over and over and over and over again. He used it like it was like a rap lyric quote. Like it was like, everybody knows this line. Like, and I think it has to be repetitive, and it has to be simple and understandable in the language. I think another thing too is that there is an intersection of success that occurs when funding, integrity, and like a brilliance of strategy all intersect at the same point in the road. Because without the funding that he had, it would be much, much harder to run such a strong game, you know, with the design work, with the comms, with, you know, the amount of volunteers they were able to get. That still takes an infrastructure to be able to hold and communicate with those people. So it's like there's a team of people that are working, and some of these people are volunteering their time, and some of these people are not. Like, people need to be paid, people got bills, people need to eat at night. So I think there's a big intersection at that juncture in the road. And I think another thing too, we got to know what we're talking about. People would be asking him questions, and, you know, I'm sure, I'm not trying to prop him up to be, you know, the savior of the world. You know, everybody got their flaws. Everybody got things that we don't agree with. I'm not playing the maximalism game here. But what we can learn from this win is that when they ask him about questions, for one example, when they ask him, hey, if you have a chance to leave the country and go somewhere, where would you go? And everybody else said, I would go to the Holy Land of Israel. He was like, I would go nowhere. I would stay here in New York. My goal as a mayor is to focus on New York City. I'm like, know what it is you're talking about and stand on that. Like, you don't have to play no other game.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can't answer the question you want to answer.
Yes, answer the question you want to answer, but also know the trap before it comes. Like, we got to kind of be prepared and sharp enough to be like, I see this trap. This is how I'm going to avoid this trap. And I'm going to double down on my platform. Like that.
And this is what we're doing. Yeah.
So I think that was really cool. And then the other thing too is the game is online. Like he's ran the best political campaign in the social media era. And I would say he's even ran the strongest political campaign we've seen since 2008 Barack Obama. Yeah. As far as it pertains to young people and new voters, and people with quote unquote progressive ideas. So I think what you learn from that is like the way in which people receive information, where they at, you have to go to them. So it doesn't, you know, necessarily mean that everybody's campaign needs to look like that. But you need to know like where your constituents is at, where your people at that's riding with these ideas, how they move, how they communicate. You have to communicate in that medium or parallel to it so that it can line up.
That's real. That's real. Yeah, I'm also thinking about like what are the accountability and like governance structures in which like community can be a part of governance, and I think that's something I want to be answering here too. Yeah, and I watched a I'm forgetting the name, but it was some elders in New York. Shout out to Denzel for sending this video through. But I watched this video and they were talking about, you know, how Black movement has been, you know, in this moment, right? In this conversation around socialism being like a less spooky idea has been destigmatized largely via this campaign, and like what opportunity does that create for us as well? And I just think I just feel like there's so many lessons. We could do a whole episode. We could. And just even like the other folks who won like across the like country. So I think we can talk about that more next time. We can lift up some of the folks we saw.
And then, you know, we can talk about the Democrats in this you know.
Yeah.
They running around talking about blue wave, and I'm like,
And then
slow down.
gave up the goods.
Yeah.
3 days later. Okay, y'all. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go or you want me to ask a question?
It's on you.
Ooh. Okay.
Actually, no. Let me do another one. What rule do you believe in breaking?
Ooh. Whew. Oh gosh. Again. Oh my gosh. Ah!
Be ungovernable.
I know. It's so many rules. Like, I think that I think this might be what people find annoying about me, but I think two things. One, I am like a fixed person. Like, if I have this thing that I think needs to happen, this idea, this way of doing things, I really want to see it happen that way. But I'm also like, if things change, I'm gonna shift. Like, so like one rule that I'm interested in breaking, like there's all these dating rules that I'm just like, like, do we have to do this?
Now we have an episode.
You know,
Please continue.
no, it's like this dating rules where it's like one is super like cis het, like even when it comes to like queer couples, it's sometimes cis het, like masculine and feminine.
So like you want to pay is what you're saying.
So that's one of the rules that is. No, I offer to pay. Let's be clear. I do.
Yeah.
I offer to pay.
We know you trick daddy.
Yeah, you know, I'm not that, but I do spend money on people I like. Okay. So I think that's not the one I was talking about, but I think just like the who calls first, who can ask who on a date, like all those things, like how do you shoot your shot, like just all those things are just kind of like annoying, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm like, I like breaking those rules. Like,
how do you shoot your shot?
Not good. If you talk to some people, like if you talk to my friends, they be like, no, girl, you need to take a seat. Let's discuss. I'm not good. I don't know how, like, tell me what's the best way to shoot my shot.
I need a scenario.
Cause you know, I be real lawyerly. I'm like, look, like I think you look good.
Would you be available
You
for a
smell
6
good.
p.m. Zoom call to discuss nutritional options for the evening?
Right. to discuss options and then how we might pursue each other.
Because I would like for you to be in your choice in this time.
Right, no, that's me. That's how I shoot my shot. That's how I do it.
I would just
That's
say,
so funny.
I think it just keep it simple. You got a Zohran. Learn from Zohran. These are lessons we can learn from Mamdani.
This is so funny.
This is mom dating.
Mom dating. I'm screaming.
Simplify it. Simplify the ass.
Give me
You know what
like
I'm saying?
one best.
Make
like,
sure people know your core pillars.
what's my core pillars?
That's
What
on
are
you
good
to
core
decide.
pillars?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Fast and free
I'm
universal
funny.
childcare. You should do it. You should hit like 3 things about I'm funny. I like to eat.
Yeah.
Just come straight out the gate.
I'm really thoughtful and caring. That's
Boom.
it. Yeah.
What's up?
What's up? What you trying to do? Okay, so
That's actually kind of fly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I don't know if that'll work. I feel like that's the thing with like the type of people I like. They really don't be liking to get. They be not liked in that much.
It could be different. It could be different because
Yeah,
I feel
I'm gonna
like
try it.
as you know, a cishet man, I feel like that would work.
Would it?
I feel like that'll work. Like I feel like being direct is always
Okay, I'll try it.
it's largely preferred.
I'll be direct, but not in that way.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, but give me like one more.
What tip? Shot shooting tips.
This is for everybody.
Shot shooting.
A lot of
tip
people
for
want to know.
us. What's another way? I think you gotta talk about something that person cares about.
That's why I
So
be
you gotta
asking
be
about the
observant.
shoes. I be like, I like your
But you
Jordan
can't talk about.
5s.
But don't talk about stuff that you don't know about. Okay?
But it's funny to me to be like,
See, that's the issue. It's funny to you to miss the shot. Like you like the way the ball sound when they hit the rim and bounce. You think that's hilarious.
I was like, ooh, I like your Jordan 5s, and they be like,
They be like weird.
no, they don't. Because then if they like talking, they gonna talk about the shoes and where they got them from, and
Maybe,
like, da-da-da-da.
maybe so.
Yeah. If they're cool, they will do that.
You should find a different approach though.
Okay, not talk about the Jordan 5s. All right.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
If you know that they're Jordans and you know that you don't know about Jordans, you should be like, yo, I've been getting into sneakers. I just bought some Adidas.
That's a lie, though.
Those is fire though. Which ones is those? I want to. You be buying sneakers though.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna buy no Jordan 12s. Okay, you're right.
I've heard it be said that these are the humanly tricks that we play on each other that are inbounds. Okay, it's not a hardcore lie. It's just a conversation starter. It's acceptable.
But the conversation is like, I like those Jordans 12s. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
You got any questions?
No. Hold on. Okay. What's the shot that you did that you were like, this went in? I would have known.
Running the same question back is hilarious. I don't know, bro. I don't keep notes. My thing just be like, say anything. That'd be my rule.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work.
Okay.
But you also can't. That's a strategy. That's like shoot till something go in.
Yeah.
But you can't get your feelings hurt when you miss. That strategy doesn't work.
Yeah, no.
If the rejection is gonna hurt, horrible strategy.
But you only get like 3 in the same spot though. You can't just be in
Don't
one
shoot
spot.
the whole party.
Yeah,
up.
you can't.
I have done that.
That's crazy.
Shot
Why
the whole
would
party
you
up.
do that?
Because I'm like, I'm not leaving here until the ball go
So
in.
now you don't
I'm
even,
a real hooper.
You don't really even care about
No, I
who
don't.
you talking
It's about
to.
the game. It's about the love of the
But
game.
who would let it go in when it's like, no, like you obviously don't care.
But see, I wasn't keeping in mind that the other women in the room
Was looking.
was seeing me
yeah,
in the room.
they see you.
I'm thinking, I just saw you, so you must just now be seeing me.
No, they've been looking at you.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's because I'm humble.
Okay. 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 Oh, so what's your definition of love?
Ooh. Wow, I was just recently asked this question. It's so hard because I feel like different forms of love apply to different relationships. So a universal form is kind of like asking what your definition of blackness is. And it's like, well, you're asking me such a large question. But I will try my best, but I want to preface it with that because I think there's many, many forms of love. I think it is having deep care and respect for someone in such a way that you consider it before you take actions. Well, that's the best I can do right now.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Or that it informs the actions that you take.
What does that look like, that practice look like with yourself?
With self-love?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, if you look, yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know if I've been the most self-loving lately. So I feel like it's a very easy thing to overlook. Like, it's very easy to, like, conflate selfishness with self-love, and I don't want to be a selfish person, so sometimes I just ignore the things that I probably actually need because it feels self-serving.
What's wrong with being self-serving, serving yourself?
Well, so I mean, colloquially, where it's like you're not considering nobody else but yourself.
That's fair, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean it in that way. And I guess it's just having a really, really, it's a value thing for me where it's like I never want to be that type of person. So I would rather OD on the other end of the spectrum than walk the tightrope of like, I'm kind of dipping over here.
Yeah.
Like if at least as much as I can. What's the question?
The question was, what is your definition of love? And then like, how do you apply that to yourself? And what I heard was like, just this deep consideration and care before you act on something or take action. Yeah,
nah, I'm more reckless with myself. Like, I guess because I feel strong. So it's like, I bounce back. Like, I kind of treat everything like, you ain't gonna die. Like, that's kind of something that I do. This is turning into therapy.
It's literally not. But
it's the look. You had that look on your face. But no, I I do think that's something I could do a better job at. I don't think I've ever considered it in that form. This is kind of catching me off guard a little bit, but I appreciate the question.
That's real.
Yeah.
Well, I care about you, and I hope that you can practice that type of love for yourself.
What about you? Share with us of another way it may look. What's your definition of love, and how do you practice that with yourself?
Yeah, I think that, pulling from like different folks, I think love is life force, but also love is like the care, is like the attention to like my spiritual growth and transformation. It's the honoring of like, it's the honoring of my heart's desires. It's like being like, what is it? And like being in it and going for it. And like, and that is both like for me, but with other people, like, that's why I'd be like, I want to know what your heart's desires are. Cause how do I honor it with you? How do I be in that with you? And I think that love is like across like romance, friendship, family, like, how do I support you? How do I be with you? And I'm not always good at it. Yeah, I'm not always good at it. So that's why I'd be like, it's a practice. Yeah. Yeah,
it's a big
right.
Dang.
So a lot of like fumbling. I be fumbling, Even I fumble myself sometimes, and I'm like, girl, stop fumbling me.
But it's cool. Like I feel like when you fumble yourself, it's like, oh, I did that, so that means that I can make a change, and then stuff is cool. So it just doesn't bother you as much as when it's like someone else has power. But
but sometimes it does, because sometimes like how I fumble myself, it makes it more difficult for me to love other people. Because if I'm like drained, because I overgave in this one area, because I didn't love myself to be like, what do I actually want to do? Then dang, I can't show up for my family because I did too much over here.
You think it's always possible to love yourself and to love someone else at the same time?
I think it is.
I think sometimes it's not.
I don't know. Like, say more.
I think what another person needs is something that is actually like going to take from you. Sometimes you just sacrifice and you do it anyway.
Yeah, but at least I can sacrifice from a place of where I'm like dignity, where I'm like, this is my choice. And I know that if I sacrifice this, maybe I'll still have what I need. I still have a foundation. But then there are
enough left.
Yeah. And then there are other times when I'm like, the way you want me to show up or love you, I cannot do. And I'm not willing to sacrifice myself in that way.
So then you're not loving them.
I am. I still exist in love for you. I might pray for you. But if you want me to do this thing that I actually cannot do because it's going to hurt me, I'm not doing it. But my state of love is still there for you. But how I'm practicing it in the way that you want me to, it may not be there.
The same, whatever slick little line you just ran just then, put that into the shot you shoot. Okay, use that brain.
Okay, my bad.
That was some jujitsu you just got off right there. That was crazy.
No, it's real, but okay.
that needs to be. Somebody got to rap this. This is a hard.
Stop. No,
I like it.
Okay. I have that was my question, but I have another one.
Go for it.
Okay.
Oh Lord, what are you about to say?
Am I your best friend?
Oh my God. the way you want me to love you in this moment is actually going to require me to sacrifice something to myself, and I still hold love for you. And I still have, deep care, and I'm still praying for you, and I wish the best for you, and I choose me.
So I am your best friend.
What kind of look? I don't think you know this. After 18.
Am I your?
After like
just say I'm one of your top
school,
3 friends.
Really, like after like sophomore year in high school, I have not interfaced with that term.
Okay, well now you get to do it.
Sure.
Okay.
It's my best friend Erica, y'all. Y'all know Erica. This is my best friend Erica.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so happy. This is an honor. Okay, I'm your best friend. So we're gonna see Wicked for Good.
No.
Okay, well you're not. Okay, that's fine. I gotta take my wins.
Slow it down.
I gotta take my wins. But okay, yeah. So what are your questions? Any more questions for me?
That was actually your question. That's insane.
I wrote it down. I thought you were gonna see it.
When you find low vibrational energy creeping into your soul, how do you ground yourself in your dignity?
My goodness. Yes. Okay. Oh my goodness. Remember, so a few things, it depends. But one time not too long ago, I found myself in a low vibrational moment. I was being pulled. Oof.
Talk about the pull.
Right. I was being pulled. I was not showing up as the self that I wanted to be. And I was like, I know I can be better, but I was so hurt. And I like meditated, journal for like an hour or so just to be like, what is actually hurting? And I think a part of like when I feel like I'm not showing up how I want is like, I do this thing where I'm like, it's an internal thing. It's like, where am I hurting at actually? Where am I hurting? And like figure that out. And like actually because sometimes when it's like I'm the most upset, it's because there's something else. Another wound has been like is active right now. It's like not actually all the way them sometimes. Mostly it's hitting on something else and you rubbed against something and now I'm like activated.
Yeah.
So I think like getting to that helps me get back to the place I want to be at. Then I think talking to people who I'm accountable to, who are like, you not? That ain't it, Erica. I need to pull. We gotta be better. So I think those things, Sarah Jakes Roberts, Alice Walker, like reading, writing, listening to good sermons, music, singing. And then I think the best thing that I sleep on, but working out, that helps me because it helps you move the energy that you got when it's like, dang, I don't feel good. I'm sad. I'm mad. A workout, even if it's just 20 minutes, will help me transform that energy into something purposeful or generative, usually. Mm-hmm. What about you?
I'm talking about also like real time.
In the moment?
Yeah, real time. Somebody just, they sent you off course.
Oh, well, one, if I have a trusted friend, I will go and be like, you know how I be. I'm like, you know, and then it'll be like, okay, so now let's see, who are you actually, and how do you want to show up? And then if nobody's around with me, I go put on some music and I sing. I will walk and sing, which is again is like movement. I move my body and I sing. And that will help me be like, all right, this is who I am. This is how I want to show up. But usually, I be some cuss words. Then I learn, it's a process. And in the moment, I usually am like, I can catch myself before I like say the thing or do the thing. I'll be like, all right, let me center and learn. I've gotten better at it. I feel like 5 years ago, I would be more reckless. What about you?
I don't really struggle with that, to be honest. Like a lot of people don't set me off like in real time. I think I sit with things and I think about them and I get mad about it when I think about it later. And it'd be like, I should have said.
Right.
I think about all the things I should have said to him to really pop off, and I feel like I was too gracious. I typically find myself thinking I'm being too gracious. And I think that's just a learned behavior from being, tall black man where it's like,
you don't get to respond.
Yeah, don't react because people gonna be like a little freaked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's normally like post where I'm like, oh, next time I'm ready. I know exactly how I'm gonna pick them apart. Yeah. Like I have the thing that I know I'm gonna say, and I know it's gonna get under.
And then you
skin,
do it.
And then I do it.
And then you get to. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I do it if the situation arises. Yeah.
Sometimes we make the situation happen.
No, I got stuff. I identify people. The way I identify gaps, I identify people's gaps.
You do.
I'm going to know what it is that's really going to get under your skin, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to sit and wait. When it's time.
That's very Scorpio-ish.
Yeah, when it's time, I will strike. But just leave me alone and it's all good.
I feel really sad to be knowing people's gaps, and I'm like, I don't want to know this. I'm like, ooh, I didn't want to read you like that, but I see it. And then, I hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions for me? Oh, you asked yours.
No, I have another question. I have a really great question. Do you have any more? Because we're about done.
Okay, yeah. I can go mine, then you do yours.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Ooh. This is kind of... You can answer whichever one you want to answer. But one is like, what's the last thing you gave your all to? Then another one that you can answer this or you cannot. But it's like, when's the last time you gave something everything you had? Like everything you got? Like all of your life's force, everything, and it didn't work out. And what did you learn from that?
Ooh. I don't think. Last thing I gave my all to was the Southern Movement Committee. And I think we continue to give our all to this. But it's not just, maybe I'm saying that wrong, but I think it's this idea that we can fight for our people. You know what I'm saying? Like giving your all to that idea. And I think for me, it manifests in the form of this organization.
Yeah.
But then it makes me challenge the question, all.
Yeah. What is all?
All. Let's think all. Like I take that to the extreme and say that means that you eat, sleep, breathe this thing. Like there is nothing else. You know what I mean?
I think about it as like, I train for this. I study for this. I try to become a better person for it. I like healed for this.
That's more reasonable. Yeah.
You know, but a part of that is like, in some ways, it's like I have this thing in mind, this person, this version of myself I need to be able to be in service of this thing. And I have this also work that I have to do do this thing too. Yeah.
I feel like, but I also think about like this idea, and I've had this idea in my mind for a long time. And one time my dad was telling me, he was like, anything that you tried to do that you didn't succeed at is because you didn't give it 100%. If you give something 100%, it will work. It may take time, but if you give anything 100%, it's going to work. So if you didn't succeed, it's because you didn't give it 100%. And I'm like, yo, low key, that's real. Like, that's real. Because I'm like, if you put me anywhere on earth and you give me 6 months of one thing, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be like at least leaps and bounds further than where I was. Like, I think I have enough in my mind and body and spirit. So you give me 6 months of just lock in, nothing else. I'm talking about my diet has changed and I'm eating one meal every day. And it's the same meal. Like, I'm talking about extreme Buddhist monk level focus on one thing. I will succeed at that thing. But it's just like creating the conditions for you to even be in that position is very difficult. But when you ask that question, that's what it makes me think about. But I would say, like, to this idea that we can do something for our people and we can do it now. I think I've given my all to that. And last time I gave my all to something and it didn't work out, I don't know, probably past relationship or something. Or maybe, I think that would probably be the most comparable. Because like with music is it's so many things, I guess, that it's like kind of hard to say because it's so ongoing. It's like it's worked out. So I don't really have it doesn't work out
that's real.
Story there. I guess like a relationship that didn't go the distance, I guess. But I don't think it was supposed to. So it also doesn't feel like
it didn't work out.
Yeah, I feel like it did work out. I feel like thank God it worked out. Like it worked out the way it was supposed to. But
that's real.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Thank you for that.
Do you have one?
Something I gave my all to and it didn't work out. I think well, I didn't give my all to, but I think I gave a lot of life force to it. Yeah, and it's probably a like relationship where I'm like, oh, I really, really believed for this thing to happen, and it like wasn't like a romantic relationship, but I believed for this thing to happen and it didn't, and I was like heartbroken by it. Yeah, but the lesson was that I think it's surrender. Like, I'm like, I prayed about it. I did all that I could do. And I just had to be like, all right.
I feel like you still be working out the way it's supposed to work out.
And that's true too. Yeah.
That's like a core belief for me. So I'll be super optimistic about stuff. But
I'm optimistic about it, but it did. I was still heartbroken.
That's
like,
fair.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Optimistic in the sense where I'm like, and it worked out. And yes, not the way I wanted to at the time, but I'm sure we'll see.
I have a good closing question.
Okay, let's do it.
It's 2065.
Oh,
40 years out. And time travel is now real. But you only get to send your 2025 self one message. What would you say? Now, this message can be something that you do not currently have the answer to, right? It could be something like you ain't never been married, right? So let's say, hypothetically, you married somebody named Mark in 2030. The message could be, don't marry Mark in 2030. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be something that you currently know, but it could be like, this is the piece of information I'm going to need in the future.
Yeah.
that I don't have right now. It can be that, or it can be something that like I know right now. Maybe this is one thing that would have helped me in February, or you know, something that I feel is coming up that my future self can answer for me. One message.
You know, it works out. Calm down.
Really?
That's my message.
Either profound or overly simple. But I will accept. Sometimes those things are the same.
Sometimes it's...
Yeah.
Look, I'm like, it's going to be
so
okay.
You feel you need to calm down?
I said that last episode. I have to chill.
Okay, yeah.
So I can live.
Calm down. It works out.
What would you say?
That would be a great message to get from 2065.
Yeah, it's like, girl.
It works out.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, my love.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay.
But then what if they tell you to calm down, and since you calm down, now it doesn't work out?
No, it's like because actually it works out because you were in a state of like calm and you weren't frantic and like overdoing it and being like, now people have like, you got work plans where people working 60. Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah. That's real.
Yeah. What is yours?
Ooh, I wasn't prepared to be asked. Don't do it.
No.
It's something. It's something.
No, that's real. It's something there that I don't need to do.
I don't know what it is, but I know it's coming. And I know I need to not do it.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Don't do. Nah, for real.
Whatever that is, I need somebody to tell me don't do it.
Okay. That's real. That's real.
Okay.
I appreciated this.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I think this was a cool episode because we talk about relationship building being a core part of community organizing, and knowing the people you're talking to is a big part of like being able to go deeper with them. And I think people may be able to draw on these conversations, these questions, for questions that they may be able to ask people that they want to learn more about too. So
yeah, because it's really how we build community. It's like being like if we are each other's business, then we kind of gotta be in each other's business.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and the questions get more and more detailed the further you go.
Yeah,
so yeah. This is Get the Goods episode 45.
Yeah,
we did it, man. We'll see y'all next time for 46. Peace and love.
Peace.
We work together. We win together. We win together.
We change the world. Hey, good episode. I don't know how long.